So we have these things they're called funny cars and that work off of solar panels. We have solar panel roofs. Bare minimum life, they last for 50 years. We have an alien species showing us that the garbage cans in the city have solar panels just to give our infrastructure more power. Now let's imagine we took a solar panel and put it on a car. Masons are retarded and love to reflect light and bounce it to a far off place. Um, but that's okay at nighttime. Um, but do you, being smart, think it's okay? Do you think it's important to um, have the solar paneled car, like if it can exert the energy while it's in motion, okay, and then it uses up what it has and it works as a conductor, so it can deviate the extra spill off into infrastructure or on the top of the land to areas that it doesn't have that much electricity. Example, Cambodia. Just offer them some. For whatever reason. Who fucking cares? We'll come up with a reason for it later, but right now we're building a foundation so that we're not all stuck in one city core being controlled. We have the freedom to move. If you're hungry, now the chickens are wild, you can just go and grab one and not be greedy. Okay? If you're going to kill one, you can just go and do that. I'm not going to. I'm not a fucking retard, but you're retarded, remember. So we have that ability. The government kills goose eggs just because they're retarded and they don't want to eat them. They don't ship them, they just murder them. So you can just join them in autism. So now we'll know that the LED lights are a push light. So if we utilize the solar panel and in the daytime and run with our LED lights on, it will be able to communicate and rectify better with stars, giving them a layer of AM and FM, creating an HD in daytime. So now I've given you, by mistake, the reason for the infrastructure. We will call it a highlight of LED pointing up at sun to cool the sun down without having to burn blood on it. We will just make an LED push light flat with the earth that can work as another moon halo. Well, why would you want to do that? Because I'm going to flip the ocean on its head and I'm going to pull down dew from another planet or another star or from a different transvestite penis, because Pete Moss is very gay. But I'm going to grow it over there because the amount of chickens you've killed here is enough to sustain the death on chickens for every planet to never exist. We're going to have to create a bazillion more planets for the amount of chickens you've killed, just so one chicken spirit can own each planet. And a karmic debt, you would probably need to die 300 million times to make up for your neglect, for the things you haven't done. So we're going to have solar panel fucking cars that the headlights are going to be not used on the car, but used on the star. And we're going to layer it with some sunlight in between. But why would you do that? Well, when we compress a radio wave into a smaller function, we call it a Bluetooth snippet. And then it holds all the data, or geonetting, from that one sun's atmosphere to travel to an alien planet that also works with moon's energy. So it can go there and unenvelope. So the next time the Amoran tree comes back, she might be coming back pregnant with another fag for peat moss. Because you need to be raped a lot. But Mikanin, what about nighttime? Can we flip the light structure? I don't know. How long does a solar panel stay hot for when it's cold? If you wanted to heat your house in the winter, would you look at the granite with snow on it to see the snow melted off of it first? Trees may not use hot and cold, but they can exert it. We'll say that flint heat or galvanized carbon radiates heat much more better. My brain is a neural net processor. Your brain is galvanized fucking carbon. It's just not functioning. But it's a great casing for my semen. But Miko, why just your semen? Well, see, mine's very special because it's harmonic with emotions. It's not same, and different. It's an equivalent and equal to the best parts of you. But Mikanen, I'm made of acid, and my mom is made of a luminescence light. You're invisible to us, and you only look like a frequency that glows. Unless you're on the internet, then we can see you. And unless your voice is on the internet, then we can hear you. Can we snippet that? Quote unquote. Did you know if we can snippet that, then we are the ones equivalent and equal to? And we are the best part of our association of the same and a different point of view? When a spirit that's invisible to everybody but me, or equivalent to me, enters me, it leaves behind a love language that I can feel its moisture. I can do it. And I'm not better than you. I'm equal to the point of your view. I noticed yesterday a non-royal oak raping a royal oak in the butt. It's in the ravine. I'm going to say that's the best part equal to you from them doing the same thing. Because I'm not a fag and I don't eat eggs. Okay? I have my soulmates, which I will be with forever, and I'm happy. Okay? But when you come in, you're a fag. Okay? When your body or your spirit slime comes into me after I fucking murk you, my wiener changes from mine into your gay one, and then I know that you're sexually horny every time he comes around because you're a fag. When my other buddy comes in just to bless me, his soulmate comes in and makes him horny for something better than or equal to any part of you. And then she puts on a rubber dildo and fucks you too. Fuck you later. You'll brie. But Meekin, what is a brie? Oh, that's an escort that likes to put dildos up her butt. You'll see. You're gonna get laid by a fucking stinging bee. It's... If you ever get spit in the eye by a star, it's good luck and will change your history forever. If it's happened to you, you have the ability to connect, hear, feel, and know who I am. If it hasn't happened to you, well, then I can hear you, but you can't hear me. But somebody else can talk to me on your telepathic wave in your voice that's a soulmate to my little buddy that makes me horny for you via him. You've been hijacked spiritually. And you, because of that, you are going to push the acid critter or noble out of the acid into kissable, huggable, fuckable life that can sing and dance. And you can't take away from anything unless you replace it with something. So thanks for allowing us to use reverse karma etiquette on associating our humble enterprise of ethics and just naturally repelling it. I love you, Stepping Stone.